I'm going to be talking about the space storms. I want to talk about different types of energy that are kind of coming into the planet during this time and just ascension in general. So give me a minute to pull this feed up. I had been posting some information on solar storms last night, and I thought it would be really good to get on video and kind of talk about these energies, because there's something that I'm really getting quite used to and in working with. So I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about how people can kind of better flow in these energies as well, because I was seeing a lot of the same kind of questions hitting my inbox when it comes to these storm energies. Give me a second to find this feed and to share it out real quick. For anyone joining me, I am gonna get off of here after this video and do my normal cards. That's not what this feed is. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this energy coming into the planet and different types of energy as well. So give me 1 second to share this out. We have a lot of different types of energy coming into, so I'm going to kind of go over a little bit about these energies. I have a nice article pulled up, and I want to kind of read off some of the different kind of symptoms people are feeling with the different energies as well. So give me 1 sec. I'm about to get started. Let's see. I brought some crystals. All right. I'm going to keep this a small feed. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about, I have an article pulled up, and I'm going to talk a little bit about different types of energies coming into the planet. I wish people could see my perspective sometimes, because I am a healer here kind of on a galactic assignment doing a mission, and I get to see a good perspective of what is occurring and what is unfolding with this ascension and how it is affecting people and their bodies kind of going through this transition, especially when we're going through these powerful energy shifts. We're going to talk a little bit about solar flares real fast. That is one of the types of energy that is continuing to come into the planet. We can see a lot of coronal mass ejections coming towards us. What is that? Basically, it's a burst of energy coming from the sun. I personally like to think the sun is some type of porthole, but that's not something, you know, I have expertise to get into. But we can see that I had it described like the sun is kind of like a pot boiling over, and that's energy coming at us now during this time. We know that consciousness affects everything. It affects all of us. It's affecting what's happening with the planets, the entire universe. So our life on this planet is affecting many different systems, including the sun. We can see that even though scientists will tell you it's okay, these energy bursts are going to slow down. We're going into a solar minimum, right? This will be pretty much what you'll be hearing, the general view from scientists. I believe something different. I believe they're going to continue to intensify as we're going through this process. So we have a lot of solar energy coming in. Different types of energy affect people differently. The best way to tell what's really going on around here is to feel it with your body, because there is kind of a disconnect between science and what is happening and unfolding on this planet as we're seeing. So, solar energy might be affecting you like this. Headache or migraines, feeling pressure in your head. The reason why, these are codes of light. We know that if you go sun gaze, it has amazing properties, such as, right, healing. Maybe you could evolve to a place where you wouldn't need food. You might even, you know, come into supernatural type of abilities. We're not sure. So we know that the sun is powerful. It does things with our third eye, with our pineal gland. We're getting a lot of energy that is hitting our body and affecting us in many different ways, kind of simultaneously. Some people feel off. I watch the entire planet come off kilter, as they say, during these shifts. Things come out of balance. People start to panic. Anxiety starts to go through the roof. We can see that there's an increase in these disturbances and things like suicides, heart attacks, anxiety, mental health type of issues as well. lethargy, exhaustion, whenever we're making huge shifts, and a lot of these energies will combine to create a powerful shift. I'll get into that's later in the video, so we're going to kind of go through each energy and kind of what's going on at the moment. So as people are feeling off, they're feeling exhausted. I can always tell when we've shifted though, because sometimes my body needs a minute to catch up. Some of you guys could be getting ascension symptoms on and off. Time to slow down then. That is your body letting you know that you have more work to do. Everyone thinks they're at a really good place, but the question is, how are you handling these huge amounts of energy that are coming into the planet? Because this is only the beginning of what is unfolding, and we know that 2020 is going to get really serious fast energetically. We're going to go into some highly charged energy next month as well to lead us into 2020. So we see a lot of people might be feeling, like I said, anxiety, off, not feeling so hot, depression, physical ascension type of symptoms. Then that is a sign you have more work to do with your light body. And I'm going to get into all this in a minute. All right, heart fluttering, racing, or palpitations. People tend to get chest pains, heart palpitations, feeling like they're having a heart attack. High blood pressure, hot flashes, your entire body can start to burn up. We are getting hit with radiation, space radiation, right? And a basic way to put it, in my understanding, we're getting hit with a lot of radiation as well. Vertigo, I'm hearing this everywhere. Dizziness, ringing. I've had ringing nonstop for a while, but we call that the sound of God here. Hearing frequencies, tuning into basically another station, senses coming online. We have ear chakras that are also activating. Feeling confused, not knowing where you are, memory loss. Seems to be happening collectively. We do have a lot of things like fluoride and trying to lower the frequency around here. That isn't helping though. Vivid or stressful dreams. These could be good or bad dreams, especially with Neptune turning direct, but that's my next video. We're going to now be able to remember our dreams. We're going to start to have vivid dream experiences, becoming lucid in that state, more astral experiences, maybe not sleeping, depression, sadness, anxiety coming up, any type of internal garbage that you haven't dealt with. When we're going through any of these energy shifts, any type of solar lunar energy, it's going to just bring out what's already underneath. So we're getting a good glimpse of, that we do have more inner work to do, and the type of things that are coming to the surface with all this. Losing track of time, not knowing what day it is, like literally, right? Not having no need for time, unplugging from the construct of time. But most notably, losing time, like your whole day just, went, can be accompanied by these shifts. You might notice technological and telephone disturbances. We can see that this energy has the capability of putting out entire grids. We see it happen often. My Wi-Fi wasn't working so hot. I'm like, oh, okay, space storm, right? So we can see that it can affect technology. It can affect us too, because we're very frequency based. So that is one type of energy. That is one of the main types of energy that is able to be scientifically documented and tracked. And you can go on Apple or Google Play and get all sorts of space weather apps, and they are tracking, the solar energies coming into the planet. We can see there are other types of energies coming into the planet that are also affecting things when we have like no solar winds and suddenly we're getting hit with crazy waves of energy. Some of them are able to light up those, we'll say, scientific machines, right? There's scientific machines, some are not, but people are definitely feeling them. We have a lot of galactic energies that are coming in, generally simultaneously in a pretty good synced routine with all of this. So we have a lot of different galactic energies that are being sent to us as well. These are very high frequency energies that haven't really been brought to this planet for a very long time. All right, we have geomagnetic storms as well. So these are creating geomagnetic storms. I'm seeing some beautiful auroras all around the planet as well. And they light up the sky like the bright green and the colors I'm always posting, right? I love the auroras globally. It's on my bucket list. I want to go see one, right? I want to go video some auroras. And they happen on this side of the world too. So they're really, really spectacular. We can see some amazing things that are happening with all of this. During a storm, right? So we have these geomagnetic storms that are happening as well. They're a lot like solar flares. They are affecting our light body. These are different types of energies that are coming in. They're hitting our DNA. So your DNA is being broken down and recoded, as much as we can handle it. And the thing is we're able to handle more and more of these high frequency blasts or waves of energy as well. So we're getting hit with more and more of these type of energies. When we're in these geomagnetic storms, which we can also track with space apps, a lot of them are caused by galactic energies being sent to assist with this ascension, and you might be feeling similar things, or just headache and migraines. Breathing issues, it can be bringing out a lot on a heart chakra basis. It's basically, you know, purifying the planet. If you look at what's happening collectively, everyone's not feeling so hot, and there's a lot of chaos and a lot of things unfolding. But this is meant to be a cleansing, a purifying. This is all meant to be very divine. The things that are unfolding, sometimes ascension doesn't feel good, but it's very good for you. All right, sleep issues again. Sometimes you guys are needing less sleep though. How about tingly head, crown chakra activations? Neptune was just in retrograde, activating our crown chakra the entire time. So now that it's shifting direct today, we're going to have a lot clearer intuition. It's like all of a sudden your intuition is getting the switch turned on, and you guys are going to be feeling a lot better. That's a really long retrograde too, so that will help. Losing items, well, sometimes that can be right, fairies around you, spirits, but I mean like losing items as a mandala effect, signs you've shifted to a parallel timeline, time warps, glitches, being aware of other dimensions, seeing and sensing spirits, heightened paranormal activity, sudden insights that come out of nowhere, downloads, experiencing the mandala effect, and making any type of technology go crazy. Literally. So we're affecting things more and more. I like to think that we're crystallizing and that we're going to be living in our light body. What is the light body? I like to think of it as our spiritual selves. Like, I know that it's different than the astral, but I like to think of it like the astral body, because I've had near-death experiences, and when I try to come put it in limited human words, it's a lot like you're just your light body when you die. So, you know, we can't work on our light body after we die. We have to do that here. That's why we would choose to come into Earth School, so we could work on our spiritual strength, our spiritual body. This energy is coming in, it is activating our DNA and our light body, putting us more in a light body experience. So we're becoming more and more multidimensional. We are activating our DNA. If you go to medical school, they will tell you that there are 2 strands of DNA and the rest are garbage. So it's really important that we're kind of asking questions like, well, what do the rest of those strands do? What type of capability does that hold? We know that we've been previously using a very small portion of our brain as well. And what would that do, per se, if we were to start to use, like, you know, a good percentage of our brains around here? And this is really where this energy is leading us. So a lot of people are having a hard time with these storms. This is the new normal. This is the new normal. I won't get into lunar energy this video. So we have a new moon energy that was just hitting us as well. And so this is a really powerful week. Whenever we have these energies merge, the sun and moon energies merging are very powerful. That's why the solstices are so powerful. And we're getting ready for a huge solstice in December as well. So these are powerful energies. They create gateways, portholes. They are allowing us to shift, not just on a collective level, but on an individual level as well. So we've had a lot of powerful energies coming in. We also have lunar energy, which is playing a role in our subconscious as well. So we can see that there is a lot happening on this planet, both astrologically and in an energy sense. And this is just the new normal. This energy is just preparing us to enter 2020. And we can see that. I mean, if I go ahead and I look, I have, I'm going to show you. I have a space weather app that will predict the forecasts of the geomagnetic energies. And pretty much it's just K3 every day now. Where normally that wouldn't be normal. A couple of years ago, maybe we'd have, you know, these little geomagnetic disturbances here and there. We're pretty much just living in the middle of a constant geomagnetic storm around here lately. And this is the new normal, where we can see those indexes are going up much higher as well. Yesterday we had, and we can see this happening a lot lately, some serious glitches occurring with the Schumann resonance as well, where suddenly they call them they were calling them holes in the data where their machines are not able to record what is happening or are going down. It's almost like we need to be asking more questions about time and space and what's really happening on this planet. What those glitches really indicate, we can see they're clearly shifts in consciousness. We can see that Schumann resonance, which I like to think of as the frequency of the planet, because we're all vibrating on the same collective resonance. And we all are very intertwined, and that's how I like to think of it. I know people interpret it differently, but we can see it's increasing, and suddenly, you know, I said it was going to be really low this week, and it's hitting 30. To me, that is, because, you know, we see those peaks where it's been hitting like 100, and we see that it's going to go up much higher. We can see that as the Schumann resonance is increasing, it is also activating things within consciousness and making it possible for people to further awaken on deeper levels, to realize that we are kind of lucid dreaming, to be more conscious in the experience. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna read the comments real quick, and then I'm gonna probably wrap it up with some tips for learning how to flow with these energies. So, a lot of people can learn how to use these energies for powerful things. We can use these storms to manifest. I need to use them for my missions and getting work done, so I can kind of learn how to flow with them. When I first woke up and started my awakening kind of ascension process, as soon as these storms started coming in, they were kicking my ass. And I couldn't move. And I'm like, what is happening on the planet? I was someone that was already very empathic and tuned into kind of the frequencies around me. And as I began this journey, I began to learn that I had more inner work to do so that I could learn how to use these storms. They're powerful for, right now we're seeding our intentions, we're manifesting, and we're also beginning to instant manifest. As the frequencies are rising, we're realizing that we are instant manifesting the things that we're thinking about. It's important for me. I try to rest up for these storms. I was off, I can put a nap link after. I was off all last week, and then I'm always okay to come back and work during the storms because I'm needed. Things kind of get out of balance. A lot comes to the surface. There's a lot of people that don't understand what's occurring during this time as well, and so for me this is just everyday life, right? Like, and they don't know what's happening. People are feeling frustrated, angry, having a lot come to the surface without the conscious level of awareness to be able to deal with this kind of heavy emotion suddenly surfacing. And we just got out of Scorpio season, and, you know, we're beginning to feel more and more. A lot of this process, and everyone's going through it, it's changing every person on this planet, you know, and so we're turning to crystalline, and I have to think about the properties of crystals, because I'm always using them, right? They're kind of a different property than human bone, you would think, right? So this is our future, the future. And so you have to think about what kind of properties these crystals have, because that's how we're those are the properties we're changing into. So clearly a crystal would be a better energy conductor, would amplify things with the energy, with manifesting. You can use them for all sorts of things, magic, tools. And we're kind of becoming like that crystalline receiver now. So we're going to be able to feel, hopefully, the energy more and more, be tuned in to, you know, other dimensions, other frequencies, going up in frequency fast. You know, it doesn't matter where people are at with this awakening. Everyone's kind of going through the same process too. Maybe just without that conscious level of awareness, but it is affecting all of consciousness. We're very interconnected. So the work that we're doing in bringing the frequencies up is affecting every person on this planet. Once you have a spiritual awakening, I think that you affect every person you ever learned with or were ever connected with as well. You can kind of see these ripple effects that begin to happen with it as well. So maybe people don't have the conscious level of awareness, but they're feeling the health-related concerns. So we can see a lot of people are suddenly getting the flu, having heart issues, you know, feeling more depressed, maybe feeling more suicidal if that's already underneath, right? We can see even children are going through this experience, the pets too. All life, the animals, the children, plants are changing. All life on this planet is kind of going through a transformation with this energy that's coming in. This is a powerful time too. This doesn't generally happen every incarnation. We would have spent, you know, many lifetimes trying to get to this place where we could come together and assist with this ascension. So this has been a very long time in the making. This is a lot of powerful energy hitting the planet. We can see, this is not a good topic for today, but we can see that it is affecting the earth as well. And that we can see a lot of earth changes that are kicking off. Mudslides, volcanoes, earthquakes, right? We'll just say land changes happening as the earth is going through this kind of same ascension process as well. We know that, you know, the more solar energy coming in, the more it's going to continue to affect not just consciousness, but the planet too. So for me, I like to rest up for the storms. You can tell when they're coming. I cycle around the moon. I'm really lunar affected. I can deal with solar flares all day long, right? I'm more lunar affected as well. For me, the new moons and full moons are really powerful in ascension as well. Hold on, I'm trying to find this. So I'm going to give you a list of suggestions that will help you in handling these energies better, in better assimilating them. And you could be feeling all types of ascension symptoms. I like to say this is divine energy, and it's like spiritual healing. It goes where it's needed. And so, you know, you're getting hit with all of these codes and light energy that is going to upgrade your body, and it kind of goes where it's needed. So it is normal to go through a purge effect as this energy's hitting us until you're, you know, fully purified. And I think we have more work to do. Take salt baths. I'm doing one like almost every day. It really helps your energy. I believe that salt is powerful. I believe we also have a powerful connection with the water from times like Atlantis, and that it's amazing for removing negative energy. It's perfect for taking any energy out of your aura that is not your own. I come in contact with a lot of people doing my job, so it's important that I am clearing my energy a lot and taking good care of my own energy. So more salt baths. Do things that light you up, I'm always saying, that you like to do, whether it's listening to music, getting outside, spending time alone, anything that will light you up and that you like to do. It's important that we're staying happy and flowing and moving around. If you try to sit around during these storms, you might feel like crap, and it might make you feel worse, and then you can get in an ascension funk where you don't even feel like moving and you just are feeling low in energy. So if you can actually move around and flow, you'll probably feel a lot better trying to navigate these energies. Magnesium, I like that they have this on the list, but I also do a lot of vitamins. Magnesium is important for activating the light body, and we can see that everyone's pretty vitamin deficient around here, just because of the quality of our food and the things that have kind of transpired. Magnesium, chlorella are really good for your DNA, for your light body. Drink a lot of good water. Please drink more water. It's important that we're staying hydrated. This energy can dehydrate us. We also have a lot of toxins in our environment. Water is the best detox. It will purify you, but it's also an energy conductor. You ever notice you feel real tuned in the bathtub or shower? It's really powerful in terms of energy and what we're mainly made of. That's why I think the algae is important. You guys know I'm big on chlorella because it cleans water. We're made of water and energy. And so it really helps in keeping your energy clear. So try to drink less caffeine or alcohol. Definitely with the alcohol, I think that we're realizing that we're channels, and you know, that it can open up things of the negative spiritual, we'll just say. Try using things like oils, right? I'm real big on diffusing oils, scents, diffusing. Meditate more. It's going to be needed. We're not going to be able to get all of the nutrients from food that we need anymore. And so we're going to need to be able to meditate to kind of get more of that light energy that we need, that source energy. This is all about us reconnecting back with source, right? And learning how to flow with this energy. I look at this energy hitting the planet. As I said, it's divine, but it's like the God particle that they try to study with CERN. They claim CERN is to study the God particle, which is a photon. And pretty much a photon is as close to God as you're going to get, because when they try to study it, it goes away and dissipates and they can't even look at it. It's not something you can contain like that. But we can see that these energies coming in are photons of light. That's why they're not able to scientifically really track them or, you know, research them or do any type of data on, because they disappear when you're trying to. But these are, you know, highly charged photons of light. They are as close to that source energy as you can probably get. So you're going to need to meditate. Let's see, I said move around. If you guys like to work out, go work out. Get things done. Go to the grocery store. Try to move around a little more when we're in these crazy storms. It will really make you feel better. Take it easy on yourself. We might have a lot flooding to the surface, but this is all about us transcending all of that. Go easy on yourself. We're all like going through so much. You wouldn't believe the experiences every person on this planet has had. Not just you. Every person to get to this place has been through the most crazy roller coaster ride of a life. Be easier on yourself. If you need to lay around, if you need to, more food, listen to your body. Take good care of yourself. It's very important we are. Stay positive. I feel like I was sliding back a little. Welcome to my life, right? And hey, stay positive. I know better than anyone. It's very important that as long as we're staying positive and high vibe, the universe will literally do the rest, and we could be living our dream lives and dream realities. Yes, it's that easy. The law of attraction is real, and we can learn how to, master our energy, mastering our entire reality simply through, working on our vibrational frequency, working on our energy, and staying positive. We can transform everything and probably just do about anything you wanted to in your life with the universe fully supporting you and assisting you. Get rid of the negative people, drama, gossiping, toxic family members. I could go on and on. I put a cute meme on my page. It said, I don't want any of my exes back, and that goes for ex-friends. Lessons learned, moving on. Avoid the drama, the negative people, any type of talking about other people, gossiping. Get rid of it now. These are experiences that will pull us back into the third dimension fast, right? All right. I think I covered everything. So that's a good list of how to do it. I like to rest up for the storms. We know, like I was telling everyone, this is time to rest now and time to move around, because when I find that I'm trying to work and do stuff when the universe is resting, then I'm running into a resistance. If I don't have the universe assisting me and flowing with me, then I'm kind of going against the grain of the universe. There is a universal flow that is occurring, and we can learn how to better flow with that energy. So it's important that we are learning when it is time to move around, when it is time to do things, when it's time to manifest. It really helps us. We can set ourselves really far ahead in using these energies. Okay, good. I'm reading, oh yeah, and watch out because it's still Mercury retrograde. So you might have old friends and exes coming and trying to call you. Just block and get rid of these people, because they're blocking your blessings and your abundance, where you could be having new experiences, and it just kind of takes our focus. So we don't need that kind of stuff anymore. A lot of times we have experiences like that come back to try to test us to see our response to these things, or maybe to show you how silly people are. All right, what else? All right, Reiki. Get into healing yourselves more. Reiki. We're going to talk about energy healing too, because I've been trying to fit a lot into a couple videos before I get off of here. Self-healing. Tuning into your body, knowing what your issues are, knowing which chakras you should be working on, knowing what you kind of have left to heal. It really gives you some good insight into this. A lot of you guys are already attuned to Reiki. Perfect. That really helps you, whether you're doing Reiki on yourself, which we should be. We tend to neglect ourselves and be really fast to respond to other people when they need a healer. So more self-care, more self-Reiki, even just making more time to do things that are nice for yourself or good for yourself, right? We're always trying to help other people. Imagine if everyone started to take really good care of themselves, how fast we could change this collective. So, we're always trying to fix everything externally. More self-care, it really helps. More Reiki, more tuning into the energies, more manifesting too. I feel like I have a lot of work to do this week because I missed last week of work, so I'm trying to put out good intentions, good vibes. Have an intention of being of service. It's how we can level up a lot faster as well, right? We all have intentions with things we're trying to manifest and create. Sometimes that's why things don't work out. So it's really powerful, just wanting to be of service, having that kind of intention. Remember that when you are healing others or sending any type of energy out, it's coming back to you. And this planet needs more love and understanding. It doesn't need, more of the victim 3D crap. It needs real love. It needs understanding. So we see people are going through a lot of shifts around here, whether it's job shifts. Yes, these are creating ripple effects in consciousness that are affecting a lot of things like healthcare, politics, the old ways of life, right? The old ways of doing things. There are things that are unfolding. So more love is needed. More healing is clearly needed during this time. it can seem like things are kind of falling apart, but remember, that's part of a divine plan, and we can all kind of relax a little. Message of the week, right? We can all kind of learn how to relax a little bit in this energy and see that there is a natural flow. We're being taken care of, we're being guided, and that we can get a lot of kind of good things from these energy shifts. So you guys are able to better manifest. We're able to instant manifest. A lot of you guys are noticing it's easier and easier to manifest, whereas we always lived in a manifest reality, but we would have more resistance not being in high enough frequencies. And now we're getting back to being able to instant manifest, kind of go with the flow and, you know, receive everything we need. I'm going to get off of here on this and go do a real feed, but love and light, and I'm sending tons of good vibes.